Why do some people remain trapped in the same problems for years, while others continue moving forward despite facing the same hardships? Why do certain relationships slowly wear us down instead of helping us grow? Why is it so difficult to walk away from situations that leave us unhappy? And perhaps the most important question of all, why do we hesitate to leave even when we already know it is the right thing to do? Friedrich Nietzsche, one of history's most influential philosophers, devoted much of his work to understanding suffering, resilience, and the process of personal transformation. In this video, we'll explore 6 powerful life lessons inspired by his philosophy. The third lesson may completely change the way you think about relationships, and the final lesson could give you the perspective you need to regain control of your life. Stay with us until the end. Let's begin. Lesson 1. What destroys you is not always your enemy. Nietzsche is well known for the quote, "What does not kill me makes me stronger." This is one of his most famous ideas, but it is also one of the most misunderstood. Many people assume it simply means tolerating pain or surviving hardship. That is not what Nietzsche intended. The deeper lesson is that every hardship carries the possibility of growth, if we are willing to learn from it. Think about the greatest challenges you have experienced: a betrayal, the end of a relationship, financial hardship, or a major career setback. In the moment, these experiences can feel devastating. Yet looking back, how often have you realized that they made you wiser, more careful, and mentally stronger? Life does not always break us. Sometimes it shapes us into people we could never have become without those experiences. The strongest individuals are not those who have escaped suffering. They are those who have learned to transform suffering into strength. The real question is this: are you simply enduring your pain, or are you using it as a path toward growth? Lesson 2. Why you should simply leave. This is one of the most difficult lessons to accept. Not every situation is worth repairing. Not every person deserves another chance. Some relationships have already ended emotionally long before the breakup ever happens. Yet many people remain. They stay because of fear, habit, or emotional attachment. They convince themselves that things will eventually change. Nietzsche believed that one of the greatest acts of courage is having the strength to leave behind what prevents your growth. If an environment is destroying your peace of mind, leave. If a relationship constantly drains your energy, leave. If a job is slowly taking away your dreams, leave. Remaining in a toxic situation is not always a sign of loyalty. Sometimes it is simply a sign of fear. Remember this. You do not have to stay where you are no longer respected. You do not owe everyone an explanation for your decision. Sometimes the strongest response is simply to leave. Quietly. With dignity. And for good. Lesson 3. People will treat you according to what you tolerate. Many people ask themselves, why do others take advantage of me? Why don't they respect me? Why do they continue to hurt me? Nietzsche might have answered with a difficult truth: because you showed them they could. It may sound harsh, but there is often truth in it. Each time you accept disrespect without responding, each time you ignore your own boundaries to satisfy others, and each time you sacrifice your dignity just to be accepted, you communicate something. The message is simple: I am willing to accept this. Boundaries do not drive away good people. They drive away those who only benefit from your lack of them. Respect begins with the respect you have for yourself. Lesson 4. Solitude is not your enemy. We live in a world where people constantly seek attention, notifications, messages, approval, and likes. But Nietzsche placed great value on solitude. Why? Because it is in moments of silence that we begin to discover who we truly are. Many people fear being alone because solitude forces them to face themselves, their fears, their regrets, and the truths they often try to avoid. It is in those quiet moments that new ideas appear. It is there that healing begins. It is there that genuine self-confidence is developed. If you cannot enjoy your own company, how can you expect others to enjoy it? Solitude is not a punishment. It is a form of mental training. Lesson 5. Stop seeking others' approval. Imagine living your entire life according to the expectations of other people. Your parents. Your friends. Your colleagues. Society. Then reaching the end of your life only to realize that you never truly lived for yourself. This is exactly what Nietzsche warned against. Many people make their biggest decisions based on how they believe others will judge them. They choose careers to impress others. They remain in relationships because they fear criticism. They abandon their dreams simply to gain acceptance. But there is a difficult truth. No matter what you do, there will always be people who criticize you. So why sacrifice your happiness trying to please those who will never be satisfied? Real freedom begins the moment you stop asking for permission to be yourself. Lesson 6: Become the person you are meant to be. Of all of Nietzsche's ideas, this may be the most powerful. He once said, "Become who you are." The words sound simple, but living them is one of life's greatest challenges. Many people spend their lives following identities that do not truly belong to them. They wear masks. They play roles. They follow paths that were chosen by others. Yet deep inside, they know they are not living the life that is truly theirs. Becoming who you are requires courage. The courage to change. The courage to disappoint certain people. The courage to walk away from what feels familiar. The courage to begin again. Your life begins to change the moment you stop trying to become the person others expect you to be and start becoming the person you were meant to be. If there is only one lesson you remember from this video, let it be this: your greatest problem may not be what is happening to you. Sometimes your greatest problem is what you continue to accept. Nietzsche reminds us that growth demands courage, the courage to face suffering, the courage to change, the courage to leave, and above all, the courage to become yourself. Now, tell me in the comments, which lesson spoke to you the most today? Lesson 2, why you should simply leave. Or Lesson 6, become the person you are meant to be. If you found this video valuable, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more content on life lessons, personal development, human psychology, Nietzsche's philosophy, Stoic wisdom, and personal transformation. And remember, sometimes the most frightening decision is the very one that leads you to freedom. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.